Welcome back, America. We're here with Senator John Fetterman. This is my first interview of the senator, and he's a very nice man. We spoke briefly, and I appreciate you coming, Senator. I'm from Pennsylvania. I love Pennsylvania. It's a great state, and you're kind of the kind of person that usually has represented Pennsylvania. That is, somebody who's not hard left, somebody who's not necessarily on the right, sort of a representative of kind of blue-collar America. Do I have that about right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know if it's whether I'm a moderate, but I really follow what I think is really true. I never really cared, whatever side that is. I'll follow like a moral clarity. And, there's been a fracturing between me and my party with primarily it's been Israel. And now that's why I think we originally spoke about. And here we are right now with Epic Fury. The only Democrat that actually supported these kinds of. So that might isolate me politically, but I've had no regrets because I've always felt that's the moral clarity, and I never checked, whatever politics are behind it.
And also when it comes to TSA and issues like that, you've taken the position, why are we shutting these things down? Regardless of our views and our disputes, we shouldn't be shutting these things down, right?
Absolutely. I mean, that used to be the Democratic Party position. We never, ever shut our government down. That's the wrong thing. You're going to hurt workers. You're going to hurt America. And then suddenly we decided that's the right thing and we need to do it. And what was deeply offensive to me was they knew it would have no direct or indirect impact on ICE. And now that doesn't mean that we wanted to have some reforms. They do. But to shut the entire DHS down and punish all of those people, I mean, TSA agents are the kind of people, they already have a difficult job. They make $50,000 a year, and now they have to go for 40 days without getting paid. That should be the kind of people we're fighting for. That used to be, the center parts, the kind of individuals that my party should stand with, and we've betrayed them for the wrong reasons. It's always wrong. We have a responsibility as senators to keep our government open, and we find a way forward without punishing all these innocent workers and making our nation less safe.
Let's dig into some of this a little bit, Senator. I'm going to circle back. You mentioned Israel. It's not just at this point that the Democrat Party as an institution is quiet about Israel, neutral about Israel. You now have a growing sort of movement within the party, even within the Democrats in Congress, where they are hostile to Israel. And you even have some members that are supportive of the terrorists, of Hamas. How do you make any sense of this?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, my God, you have many of my parties, they're proud to do events with like that Hassan Piker. This is the individual that just recently said that America deserved 9/11 and that they said that Hamas is 1,000% better than Israel. And he doesn't care about the rapes and cause Jews inbred and say these outlandish things. And then like people like the New York Times give these glowing kinds of profile. They don't mention any of that. I mean, he's become such a raging anti-Semite. Even the guy that has a Nazi tattoo bailed on doing an event with him. I mean, now Democrats have to decide whose side are you in? Are you proud to stand with that kinds of an individual or stand with Israel? And then AOC announced she's now going to vote and is going to support even things like Iron Dome. Outrageous. I mean, I'm not surprised, of course. I may have lost the socialist vote and the pro-Iran vote in my party, but that's part of my party that's growing, unfortunately.
It is unfortunate. When we come back, Senator, I want to ask you, just sort of everyday life as a senator, how are other Democrats treating you when you have your caucus meetings? How are they treating you? I'm just curious about it. I think the American people would be interested too.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.